Hello and welcome to Padlock's Cozy Creations. Today we're tackling a real comfort food classic, oxtail.
Now, we know everyone's got their own way of making it, but we're sharing Miss Moody, i.e. the mother's recipe.
That is guaranteed to make your tongue tingle.
Trust, I couldn't talk. Maybe that's why you go to Grandad all the time.
Is right.
Alright, first things first, let's talk about ingredients. We're old school, so we use a shopping list to keep things on track.
Shopping list for Mum. Thank you, darling.
No worries, Eddie. Now this is what you need to grab from the supermarket.
The what, darling?
Ignore her. Obviously, this is not eggs, fish cakes, apples for Safi. This will be your ingredients list that you take to the shops to buy all the stuff. So screenshot, pause, it's all here.
So we go to our local butchers to get our oxtail. It's in the freezer section and then we ask him to chop it up for us.
This is the most important part of the process.
You must wash your meat until the water runs clear. So these are seasonings that we use. Major supermarkets sell them, or your local West Indian shop. I never weigh out anything, and depending on how much meat you have purchased, it really does depend on how much seasoning you use, whether you like a lot of flavour or just a small tiny bit of flavour. Scotch bonnets aren't always easy to get, so if you can't get one, use a little bit of hot pepper sauce.
Right, if you're not too keen on it being really fiery, leave this bit out.
Gloves on, dig deep to really marinate that meat.
These are the vegetables that we use. Chop them up, add the seasonings, whack them in a bowl and whack them in the fridge to marinate.
So we use a Dutch pot, but because we've got so much meat, I am just searing the meat in the Dutch pot, which has just got some vegetable oil in the bottom. Just keep turning it over before I transfer it to the bigger pot. That also has oil in it. With oxtail, this is a long and slow process. Keep searing the meat and taking it from one pan to the other. Pop the lid on, leave on a medium heat, and please do keep checking. And if the meat gets dry, please boil the kettle and add some water. Next, we're going to add the vegetables that have been marinating overnight into the Dutch pot and let these cook.
Once the veg has softened and it's been about an hour, add the vegetables to the meat.
Cooking oxtail can take at least 4 to 5 hours, so you need to keep boiling the kettle, adding water. You can add it to the gravy and then keep adding it to the pot because you don't want the meat to go dry. And then we add a little bit of ketchup, just add a little bit more flavour. Then here comes the fun part. All of these we purchased from Amazon. Also, we usually add a little bit of ruby pork, but we didn't have any, so we added a little bit of sherry. Then you need to leave to simmer for at least another hour to 2 hours.
Then you're ready to serve up.
We use rice and peas, which will be in the next video.